Okay, welcome back to Trigun Stampede, Anime Review episode number 8. This I'm viewing the 8th episode of the series, which is called Our Home. Yep. This episode, here's the thing, it's the first episode not to feature Mara or Roberto. You're thinking, really? Does it feature them? Does it feature any other character? Well, it does feature Million Knives. This episode is mostly a flashback episode. It kind of fleshes out a bit of Vash's backstory. Well, it's basically the best way to describe it. Well, first, we have a bit of a video recorded by Rem. Rem is the adoptive mother of Million Knives and Vash, where apparently she decided to record their first birthday together. Yep, their first birthday. And of course, Knives didn't want to eat. Vash basically was very happy to eat. And I think, oh, maybe the camera, oh, look, the recording's on. And the trick, oh, yeah, it's on. I thought it was funny. And then, of course, basically, she likes being Donnie's mom. And then after that, not long, I think it's implied, like, not long after this was the crash. Yep. And then we see a scene we seen before, I think back in episode 1 or 2, where we see Knives for the first time. I think it was Knives in the flashback, where he's like, "Hi, you're my accomplice," and this actually played back years later, 5 years after this, because we see Vash just wandering through the desert for a while, being pulled by apparently a bunch of corpses from this crash, and then he wakes up on, well, they identify it as Ship 3, Plant Ship 3, and he's found by Bard. Yeah, it is Brad. That's his name, Brad. And in case you're curious, though, did he appear in the previous series? Oh, yeah, but he had a completely different hairstyle. Plus, he was a beefy guy. And you might be also curious, though, is this guy from the manga? Yes, he is. Is he still alive? Oh, yeah, he is. There is also one other person that made their debut in this episode, aside from seeing, well, Million Knives and Rem. There is also Laudia Lenner. Yes, this episode is her debut as well. Unlike Brad, who actually did appear in the original anime, she never did. She's actually a complete original character. So, they kind of detail the fact that, well, it was obvious that, well, Vash was a plant. They revealed that last episode where he collapsed. And of course, well, he's an independent plant. Apparently he was born. And apparently her occupation on Ship 5, she was the navigator. Yes, navigator being an adoptive mother. Yep, that's basically how it is here. Yep. And, well, and of course they don't exactly find Rem. They do find her effects, and they find the black box, but it's damaged. And we're recording which is damaged, but apparently 5 years later they do fix it. And they found what the transmission from the recording between Vash and his brother. Now, Vash apparently has stayed there at that point for 5 years. This is also we see the first chronological appearance of his coat that he wears. Yeah, this is where he got his coat that he was wearing since episode 1. The brand new coat. Which, yes, it's a different design than it was in the original series. But it's still red. Even though it's open this time. And has Project Seeds on it. Now, Laudia, she's the one who gave it to him as a present. Then he kind of ran away because of the whole revelation. Then, of course, they came back. Then, pretty much in the way, like, everything's going smoothly until that recording was revealed. Then he ran away when he came back. And then we jump ahead years later where he kind of wakes up with his arm. Still don't know where he got the robotic arm for. Where he got that from, because that's not been explained yet. Then he wakes up. He steps out. And apparently he's in a plant. Well, basically an area where there's lots of plants. And then he sees a group of people. And one of them is Million Knives in present day. And that's the episode in a nutshell. It's a good episode. And it does kind of detail a little bit exactly what happened after the crash, which, great, the fact they did that. But next episode, you might be curious though, is, well, are we going to see Return of the Regular Cast next episode? Yes. Yes, we will. Excuse me, yep. Yeah, the regular cast are going to come back for next episode. Mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah, everybody's going to be back. This definitely was a really good episode. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but not much else to say. Just damn good episode. Okay, so that's it. Particular view. Stay tuned for my review for Case Closed, and then afterwards it'll be Boruto, and I think I should get all of them done tonight. No problem. Okay, next video. Bye.